Hello, Aquarius. It's Lynn from Divine Central, and I am here with your April 2023 tarot reading. I'm going to pull one card in various aspects of your life, and we'll just see what guidance that Spirit and the cards have for you for the month of April. I am using the Star Tarot this month. It's a beautiful deck full of gorgeous imagery, and unfortunately, it's really hard to shuffle because it's oversized, it's fat, and it's coded. And so I've already done all the shuffling because it took me a long time. And why don't I switch cameras and let's get going. We have work. Okay. We have finances, your personal life or your personal relationships, love life, friends, family, social life. We end with personal growth, and then we ask for just a little bit of last minute guidance or last advice, last word of advice anyway from Spirit from the bottom of the deck. So let's get started. We've got the Prince of Wands. This is akin to the Page of Wands. Okay. I love this card. I love the energy. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's positive. You know, you have those people that you get around that are so positive and so wonderful to be around. The problem with the Page of Wands is that you might be so enthusiastic to take on some project or some job that somebody hands you, but you're not always honest about your ability to do the work. I mean, it's really important this month that you're honest with people with your ability. If you can't do it, then you need to, or you're not educated in it, or you need help with it, you need to say so, because it's not typical for you to do. You would rather jump in both feet first and then say, uh-oh, I don't know where to go from here with this. And I think that if you're upfront and honest with them in the first place, I think they'll still give you the chance, but I think it'll help you grow more as a person if you can not just jump in without thinking first on some of these things, especially at work. Okay, so for your finances, we have the Moon. Now, I think the Moon is very, very intuitive. And I think that our gut feelings are always on the move when we least expect it. We know something's coming, we can sense something, we can feel something, but we can't quite put our finger on it. And for finances this month, I think I think something's brewing that you're not aware of yet. And because it's a major arcana card, it's not something that's in your control. It's something that's out of your control. So it's going to be a malfunction of some kind, or possibly the vehicle has problems and you have to get it fixed. Hopefully it's drivable so you can get more than one opinion, because I don't think that this is a situation where you should be trusting one opinion or trusting what everybody tells you. I would always be getting a second or third opinion if you can on things, and I would be really careful with money this month. I think toward the end of the month you might find yourself needing to spend money that you weren't planning on it. So it's not a big deal, but just, put it away. Just put that away don't worry about it, but put it away and know that that's something that might be coming. Now, as far as your personal life or your relationship goes, we have the Ten of Wands. Oy vey, this card comes up, and it comes up when basically when we've overextended ourselves. Okay. It can be burdens or responsibilities that other people put on us, but most often it's our controlling nature of saying, yeah, come on, give me that. I'll take care of that, or I'll do that. It's also a time when, you really realize that a relationship is not 50-50 ever. It's once in a blue moon. Most of the time, it's going to be lopsided. It's going to be uneven. Our spouse or our better half has commitments or responsibilities of their own, and that forces us to have to pick up stuff on the relationship side. And if you just keep doing it and you don't put your foot down, then all of a sudden it's expected, and now you're stuck in a hole. So this is a time for you to not only sit down and realize and recognize that you've taken on maybe bitten off more than you can chew, but also your part in it, your responsibility for doing that. And then you need to convey that to your partner. And you need not beat them over the head with it and blame them for it, because you're the one that took it on. You said you would do it. So, or they thought that you could do it, and there's just a lack of communication there. So I would say you need to lighten your load. You need to let go of some of these things, and you just need to step up and be honest with people and say, I'm sorry, I bit off more than I could chew. I can't handle this right now, or I need help with this. And I'm sure that the people in your life that care about you will help you with that. All right. So as far as your friends, family, and social life goes, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. And this card, it jumps out at me this month as something a little different than I usually see it. I see this as needing to, I see it as a gift, right? And you're looking for the gift of affection. You're looking for the gift of attention. You're looking for the gift of camaraderie. And you look at your friends and family, and I see this as trying to buy their love, their affection, their attention, their time. And I see this as sometimes, they don't really always have time for us, or they can't really give us what we need. And so we may try to buy it. Hey, let me buy you lunch, just because you want to spend some time with them. So I think that you need to be more practical, and you need to realize that the world doesn't revolve around you. And even though you are really in need of some time and attention, you need to share it with them, or communicate or convey it to them in a way that doesn't have to involve money. It doesn't have to involve giving them things in order to get their attention and their love, because they probably already love you. They're just busy with their own stuff. So try to reach out to people and let them know that you could use some of their time or attention. And I'm sure that, if they're busy this month, they'll tell you, and then find somebody else just for this month. But try to lay a little lower and not be so desperate this month for somebody's time and attention that you're willing to spend money that you probably are going to need later on in the month. Finally, we have, for personal growth, we have the Nine of Wands. And you know what? I really believe this is directly related to this issue in your relationship, where I think you've taken on too much responsibility. I think that you're feeling tired and you're feeling run down, which is perfectly understandable. I think that you're getting angry about it. I think that if somebody asks you, you might not even be able to tell them why you're angry, because that's kind of the energy of this card. If you want to get to the finish line, if you want to cross over, if you want to get past this, there's a really easy solution. You have a million options. You just need to sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil and write down all the stuff you're responsible for, all the stuff you feel bound by. And then you need to say, gee, is this healthy? Is this not healthy? What can let go? Prioritize, and literally work your way out of it. Because otherwise you're just going to sit and stew in this. So your job this month is to start to unburden some of the things. Start to find joy in your life again by getting rid of some of the things that you just really shouldn't be responsible for in the first place. All right, so here we have word from Spirit, last card of the deck, bottom card, Justice. Or probably better off, injustice, right? The scales are not balanced. They never are in a relationship anyway, but we have a lot of turmoil when you can see the water in this card flowing over the banks and creating this pool of energy. But by the time it meets the center pool, it becomes calmer and more controllable. And that's kind of what you need to do with your life. You need to do what's right for you, and you need to do what's best for you. And only then can you help other people. And karma will be on your side. If you do things for the right reasons, karma will be on your side. And things will ease up by the end of the month. All right, then, you have your marching orders. I hope that you have a wonderful April, and I will see you at the next reading. I have been putting things on the website. Please subscribe so you can see what I'm putting out there. Thanks. See you next month.